¿Qué onda, camas? Bienvenidos a un nuevo video más y nuevamente estamos en Vampyr. Antes de comenzar, porque ponemos estos nuevos, me encantaría que se suscribieran y dejaran su like. No saben cómo apoyarán con eso. Vale, lo dejamos justamente, no aquí, pero a ver, yo andaba por ahí, intentando buscar, pues la entrada esta justamente que tengo aquí enfrente. Y es porque, bueno, me daba la entrada de este lado, me daba como por aquí. Me da aquí también, deje conecto porque me estoy quedando sin batería. Me lo daba aquí también, pero me lo daba aquí primero, o sea, en esta zona de aquí. Y aquí es como pendejo, busque y busque y busque y busque, y no la encontraba. Y está justamente atrás del club de Ascalon. Así que ahorita vamos a entrar, tenemos que ir a las cuevas. Tenemos el antídoto, eso es bueno, no el antídoto, no. En parte sí sería como que el antídoto para llegar a resolver todo esto. También tenemos que encontrarnos que dice Elizabeth que, pues, desde que le dijimos que era también una portable del virus, una portable sana, pues no sé, le dio algo y no sé, pues se sintió mal más que nada. Y pues no sé, tuvo que, pues se fue. O sea, desde su casa se fue, ¿no? Dijimos, no, pues entonces habrá que... Vale, cargó esta zona, vale, cargó bastante rápido. Ya no es como las otras que cargan una eternidad. Así que vamos a continuar por aquí, por esta zona. Vale. El juego es mucho, bueno, casi no hemos estado en las alcantarillas, pero de vez en cuando estamos aquí y es como de que, no sé, no me gusta estar aquí porque, a ver, es un lugar muy sucio, están las ratas, están las infecciones a tope y nuestro queridísimo amigo Jonathan se mete aquí sin ningún, como si nada. Bueno, aparte de que es inmortal, pero, a ver, por aquí se cerrado. A veces para salir, para después o así. Vale, me dice que es por aquí. A ver, es que estamos muy lejos, ¿eh? Pero aquí podemos abrir. Ah, mira, aquí fue donde peleamos con... Creo, no estoy seguro. No, sí. Aquí fue donde peleamos con... A ver, lo diré. Con el Volcor o algo así. El hombre negro, así decirlo. Pues llegamos a esta zona, vale. Bueno, esa parte creo que ya sé... ¿A dónde vamos? Llega al refugio de Ascalon. Vale, vamos a ir con los... Con esa gente, ¿verdad? Exacto. Encuentra a Harry Jones. Oye, esta cantidad de sangre.
No, not their style.
Vale, aquí no está, ¿verdad? No estás en tu
Where
cuarto.
has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow.
No, aquí no está la pequeña la señora. Hostia, hay que buscarla. O sea, así tal cual nos acaba de decir. Búscala. Hostia. Vale, supongo que habrá que seguir la sangre, ¿verdad? O sea, por algo llegamos aquí, habrá que seguir la sangre. Es lo único que se me ocurre. Ya sabemos que... Y es sangre fresca, Es sangre fresca. No sé si por aquí... Creo que sí, Es el único lugar como que me marca así mucha sangre. Sí, mira, aquí hay más sangre. Aquí hay más. Vale, vamos bien, vamos relativamente... Vamos bien por aquí. Vale, nuestro queridísimo...
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
Ok. ¿Por qué me elegiste?
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
¿Amenaza antigua?
Speak to me of this ancient threat.
The blood of hate, vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
Hambre y odio. ¿Pero
What
quién?
kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
Solo yo, ¿eh? Su verdadero
What
aspecto.
is your true appearance?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
¿Estás hecho de sangre?
Blood. You are made of blood. Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
Por toda la eternidad. Pero ¿quién es usted
But
realmente?
who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Just give me one, then.
There are those who call me Merdin Wild, the Wild Horned Man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
Nació de la sangre. Estoy aquí para detener a Harry.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones. She is the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
What is the blood of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Que es un desastre.
Tell me about this disaster, creature. I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they only appear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
¿Quién
And
es esta
who
reina?
is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of Blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours, too.
Hostia, vale.
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war? Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this, she is a vengeful mother.
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
Ok, solo quiero detener
I
esta
only
epidemia.
wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
I know. McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion, Bittersweet.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
Estupendo, Vale, entonces al parecer nos vamos a enfrentar ya al último boss. Vale, a la Reina Roja. Nuestra madre, para así nos lo ha creado nuestro padre. Vale, esta es la puerta que había dicho al inicio que estaba cerrada. Que... Nuestra madre, Vale. Saqué.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Oh, like your help, Doris. Liars, all of you. My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
Ok, vale, estupendo.
Nobody ever helped me. I've been a...
Vale, genial. Vamos a hacer esto. Vamos a hacer todo el daño que pueda. Bien, bien. Estupendo. Vale, está. Hostia, me equivoqué. No sé si somos muy fuertes o algo así, pero el daño que le hacemos es bastardo, eso sí. Espérate. Vale, detenga. Estupendo. Vale, genial. No. Morí otra vez. Cúrate. Dale, unas. Hostia, genial, estupendo,
Is this a dream? Am I awake? Is this anger I feel? Is it wrath? I think it is. Oh, how infinitely, how intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
Ok. Vale. Hostia, el daño que haces, bastardo. No, quítate. Y... Vale, estupendo. Necesito curarme. Bien. Genial. Quítate. Una hostia y quítate. Vale. Vale, esta gente. Vale, son fáciles de matar. Si de una hostia los matas. Vale, estupendo. Déjame en paz. Bien. Sí, recibí daño. Eso está bien. Pero...
Give me more. They are so young, so
Vale, más gente de esta. Tu puta lanza. Genial. Explotan, al final de todo explotan. Y ahí me hice mucho daño. Bien, cúrate, cúrate. Bien, genial. ¡Oh! A esta gente solo, a ver, solo hay que alejarnos un poco de ellos y nos olvidan. ¿Vale? ¡Hostia! ¡Tiene agarre! Pues no me deja usar mi sangre. Vale, ahora. ¡Cabrona! Lo necesito, lo necesito. Vale, necesito chutarme, necesito más medicina de esta. Solo tengo de nivel 1. Y aquí necesito nivel 1 de nivel 2. Bien. Vale, déjala. Vendo. Y aléjate, aléjate, no sé qué está haciendo, aléjate. Vale, tiene unas guadañas, ahora. Vale, eso no va a ser fácil, ¿verdad? Vale. Vale. Quédate, quédate, quédate. Quédate. Hostia, sí me dio. Cúrate otra vez, cúrate otra vez. Bien. Por algún motivo no me dejó usar sangre, Genial. Aléjate. Déjala. Haz esto. Vale, ya unas hostias. Quédate, quédate, quédate. Quédate, quédate. Quédate. Chúdate. Chúdate otra vez. Y cúrate. Vale. Y quédate. Ok. Puta gente, Vale. Vale, mierda. No. Quítate, un golpe y quítate, un golpe y quítate. Esto ya está Souls. Un golpe y quítate. Un golpe y quítate. ¿Esto? ¡Bien! He ganado un trofeo. Desastre antinatural.
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
Vale, pues a dormir. A dormir, reina roja. A dormir. Desapareció.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suascal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suascals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's all over now. The epidemic has been stopped.
Se acabó.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time.
Vale,
And I
Lord era la
sincerely
vieja, como
hope
su
it will
esposo de ella,
find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
Vale. Gracias, gracias.
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger, red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another, from predator to victim, patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Ok, Vamos a ir por Elizabeth, quiero suponer. ¿Verdad? ¡Hostia! ¡Es el carrito!
This is it. Lady Ashbury's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Ese puto carro es el que vimos tirado, que dije está muy bonito, que está muy chulo. Es este puto carro, Búsqueda. Encuentra... vale, encuentra una manera de entrar en el castillo. Hemos evitado al desastre y la reina roja duerme una vez más. He cumplido con mi parte. Ahora es hora de que me vaya de que me vaya. Elizabeth, amor mío, voy por usted y por su verdad. Ruego a todos los dioses olvidados y los santos caídos, ruegue ante todos los soles en extinción en esta tumba de estrellas que esté allí esperando. Estupendo. Vale, no hay sangre, esto. Vale, es un lugar desconocido. Bueno, aquí está nuestra parte otra vez. ¿Qué quieres? ¿Qué quieres? ¿Qué es lo que quieres? A ver otra vez.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
Acerca de la
So
reina.
our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
Estupendo.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother, my dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
Ok. Acerca de.
Why did
desastre.
Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
Ok. Esto no ha terminado.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is as wise as it is ancient. You have nothing to fear from it.
I am not afraid.
Do you truly think they are merely scholars poring over dusty books? The stole of St. Paul wielded faith sufficient to cast a dragon into the abyss.
That is just a legend.
Am I not a legend? Are you not about to become one yourself?
Ok.
What will happen to
Okay, Ascalon.
Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
With your progeny at its head, it would not be long before this Econ Assembly catches a second wind. To discreetly control its plans is your decision to make.
Acerca de la guardia de
What will
Pilgrim.
become of the vampire hunters?
In their leader, you now have a spy behind enemy lines. By guiding your progeny, you may yet protect your immortal friends for some time to come. dare.
Ok, estoy aquí para
No.
ver a Elizabeth.
I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
Ok. Estoy hechos
When he fought me,
del Rey
Geoffrey
Arthur.
McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Durante siglos, acerca de la sangre de
Tell
Queens.
me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so...
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong.
¿Qué está aquí?
Is he
Luis?
here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now?
Have I not already answered that question?
Su sangre no estaba
His
contagiada.
blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed.
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted.
Ok, vale. Olé claramente
Speak
entonces.
clearly then. And answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can.
Vale, solo yo puedo saber. Ok, vale, estupendo. Déjame en paz entonces.
It's locked, all
Está
right.
cerrado.
The castle walls look
Estupendísimo,
decrepit. Maybe I can find a
Estupendísimo.
way to sneak in.
Ahora habrá que encontrar una entrada, ¿verdad? Por aquí atrás. Aquí no hay mapa. Vale, hay que entrar al castillo de una u otra forma. Supongo que por la parte... Bueno, por la puerta de enfrente no será, ¿verdad? Ahí veo ratas.
It's locked. The lady of the manor isn't expecting visitors.
Espera, por arriba. Mira.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She might...
Carta vieja, Londres 4 de agosto de 1865. Estimado Lady, gracias por su reciente carta y todas las buenas noticias que estaban en ella. No veo la hora de finalmente encontrarme con usted cuando llegue a Londres. El jardín está hermoso bajo el cielo de verano, aunque tomé una nota de su deseo de evitar la luz solar y el calor debido a su frágil estado de salud. Esperamos cualquier día de estos. Hablaremos sobre esta maravillosa idea suya relacionada con la fundación de un orfanato para muchachos jóvenes inspirados en el Maison Royal de Saint-Louis, francés. Tristemente cerrado cuando los franceses optaron, Dios mío, ni siquiera puedo escribirlo, por descapitar a su reina. Un lugar así despiadado o a ofrecer una buena educación a muchas huérfanas de bajos recursos pero dotadas. Seguramente sea de interés para mis amigos esta ciudad. Puede contar conmigo y con mi influencia para ayudar a que su proyecto sea un gran éxito. Sinceramente, como siempre, Condesa Alexandra Somerset. Vale, queridísima Elizabeth, ¿dónde estás?
This castle is falling apart.
Lo mismo digo, está demasiado grande. A ver, puede estar en cualquier lado. Ténganlo por seguro. De hecho, estamos casi.
Fragrance. Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently.
Localiza el paso secreto. ¿A qué te refieres con paso secreto? ¿Alguna antorcha? Es que no me es un mapa o algo. Por aquí no hay nada, por aquí no hay nada. Vale. ¡Elizabeth! ¿Dónde verga estás, chamaca? Niña.
This painting looks suspicious.
Pues ese cuadro está súper genial, súper genial. Vale, ha de ser por aquí, ¿verdad, Elizabeth? No miento, por aquí entré. Por aquí bajé. Hostia. Por aquí bajé. Bueno, no debe estar muy lejos ya, entonces, a ver. Puerta Sésamo. Localizar el paso secreto. ¿Pero a qué te refieres con paso secreto? Vale, eso... Bueno, marca... raro. Es como una espada o algo así. Es una luna.
A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
Una luna y una espada. Una luna y una espada, pero ¿dónde encuentro ese símbolo? Una luna y una espada. Regresamos al inicio. Una luna y una espada. Entre los caballeros. Hostia, estoy muy súper perdido, Pero perdido. A ver, ¿esto qué es? Y una nota. Carta reciente. Le agradezco su carta anterior de los artículos sobre Walker y los vampiros. Ahora sea obvio de tener la misma opinión sobre el frente moderno y científico respecto de la necesidad de la sangre y la cura de la adicional. Debo confesar que admiré su actitud caritativa cuando la conocí en el santuario Durg, y sigo impresionada por su amabilidad al dirigirse a pacientes humildes y pobres. Tuve la gran sorpresa de leer sobre el puesto de administrador en el hospital porque usted financió desde su fundación. Luego de unos días de liberación me convenció a aceptar su oferta. Para mí será una ocasión de volver a la transitación calles de Londres después de años de servir público en la bella, pero mucho más calma Escocia. Tendré el placer de encontrarme con usted allí y de hablar más sobre la inmortalidad, sus ventajas y desventajas y cómo mejorar su condición. Espero con ansias nuestro próximo encuentro. Atentamente, Lord Ed. Vale, es el doctor. Vale, nuestro queridísimo doctor.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. One last switch.
Ah, vale. Vale, necesitamos ese. Vale, me hace falta uno, creo. Y el de la espada, pero... Vale, ese sí, el de la luna, pero la luna, ¿dónde está? Ah, está en esa misma habitación, ¿verdad? No creo que esté en otra. Suele ser aquí mismo, pero ¿dónde? ¿Dónde?
Here's another switch. I should keep looking. One last switch, and...
Bueno, me hace falta que es media luna, pero ¿dónde está? No veo más, solo veo... este que es como una flor o algo. Aquí no veo nada más. Aquí veo armas. ¿Podría ser en la parte de arriba? O sea, que esté el otro símbolo arriba. Puede ser, voy a subir. Voy a cerciorarme. Porque puede ser, puede ser. No, aquí no es. Es que por aquí está el otro símbolo. Nariz. Hostia, entonces ¿dónde está? A ver. Es que no veo ningún otro. Es que nada más me brilla más que esos de ahí. Son 3. O sea, aquí nada más hay 3. Mira, aquí hay una carta. Ubicación, vale. Estimado Lardy, le escribimos para confirmar que mi persona está en su castillo el próximo lunes para comentar el nuevo trabajo en la cripta y sus aseos. Los planos han sido aprobados y estaré en el lugar personalmente para supervisar las instalaciones de las cerraduras y las medidas de seguridad que ha solicitado. También puedo asegurarse que mis hombres saben que jamás deben entrar a la cripta prohibida dicha ni alguno pisó el castillo. Debo decir que estoy orgulloso de continuar y mejorar el trabajo iniciado por mi bisabuelo cuando sus ancestros lo contaron en 1795. Muy atentamente, Argus Alistair. Vale, estupendo, pero... vale, creo que eres tú, ¿verdad? Sí.
Voila.
Estupendo. Vale, me abriste... vale, estupendo, es aquí. Es aquí. Hostia, me llevó un buen rato ahí. Elizabeth, ¿dónde estás? Elizabeth. Hola. Espero que sí me escuches, ¿verdad? Hostia, tiene un super casorón esta mujer,
Drop your father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Está azul,
Blood is
azul.
approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
¿Por qué? Pues tienes un puto puzzle allá arriba que me perdió
Is this-
muchísimo,
Really, him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
Ese es su...
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
Por eso.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
¿Dónde estamos?
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your retreat?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I...
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal...
Ok. ¿Por qué irse de aquí?
Why did you flee here? You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
¿Regresarás a
Will
Londres?
you go back?
No, Jonathan. I do not
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come in...
¿Dónde está
I
Salvo?
have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
Yes. You did well, Jonathan. You truly saved the city.
Yes, we did. Despite all obstacles. I'm truly convinced we did it together, Elizabeth.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
¿Por qué ocultas
Why
aquí?
are you hiding William Marshall?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself.
He gave you the antidote.
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great...
What
¿Cómo
do
lo
you do
ayuda?
for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet...
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to...
Ok. ¿Es
Is
peligroso?
he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty Ekon, who has not...
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
¿Puedo...
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved...
Ok. Vale.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you, Rip?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury.
I need to know more. I want to know who you really are.
I was born Elizabeth Samantha Mary.
Ok. ¿Cómo conociste a
How
William
did you
Smash?
meet?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Una vez.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
Ok, vale.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
No, I cannot. You chose to follow Ascalon's orders. You unleashed an immortal Aloysius Dawson into this already fragile and suffering city.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes, Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
Vale. Acerca de Los Ángeles.
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
¿Cómo encontró esa reliquia?
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
¿Funcionó?
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
Ok, acerca del
I
desastre.
found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
You also defeated one in 1666.
¿Quién era?
Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
¿Cómo la encontró?
How did you defeat it?
We fought for
¿Cómo la derrotó,
hours.
perdón?
In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
Ok. Cuéntame sobre la sangre
The
del
blood
del
of
odio.
hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
Vamos a hablar de vampiros.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my...
Jamás he visto a una criatura
I have
así.
never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
¿Dónde se encuentran las criaturas de ese tipo?
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
Podemos hablar sobre
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
Morrigan,
The Red Queen.
la reina roja.
What of her?
¿Usted la conoció?
You met her, did you not?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
¿Sabe quién
Do
es
you
ella?
know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the red song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
Cuéntame sobre Mirren.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. ¿Cómo se infectó
Tell
Elizabeth?
me about Elizabeth.
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
¿Dónde está ese
Where is
retiro?
this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
What happened then? You bit her again. Is that how she was infected with the disease?
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness.
¿Cómo conoció a
The
Elizabeth?
times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
¿Cómo fue eso?
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
¿Qué hizo después?
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Vaya, ¿Se
Did you
sacrificó?
really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not
¿Curarse?
want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet.
Silencio.
Silence.
You agreed to be confined here then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
Ok. Podemos liberarlo.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Murden, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? Have you not betrayed me?
I had choices to make.
I forgive you, and that is my choice.
Elizabeth, I love you.
Then let me go now.
Wait! No!
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, but the cost was dire. Blood and tears, both parched by cleansing flames. You've lost your way, my champion bittersweet. I am moved to pity, as I feel your rampant rage void of purpose or meaning. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber, until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
Has ganado un trofeo, Sed de Sangre. Bien, bien, sí, sí, sí. Hostia. Vaya, no. Ay, necesito respirar un poco. Dios. Qué gran final, Creo que fue el final malo. Creo que el juego, si no mal me equivoco, creo que tiene 3, 4 finales. Creo, no más sé cuál, pero creo que este fue el final malo porque, bueno, pues murió Williams, murió Elizabeth, y nosotros nos quedamos con el odio y la rabia. Pero bueno, sin más, Espero que les haya gustado esta grandiosa serie en Vampyr, que a mí en lo personal, ya sé que lo he dicho siempre, pero hay juegos que valen la pena. Hay juegos que valen mucho la pena sobre la historia, sobre la trama, sobre todo. Y este Vampyr, en lo personal, me encantó igual. Así que, sin más, espero que les haya gustado y los veo hasta la siguiente. Vale. Un saludo. Bye bye.